I'm making teriyaki salmon today on a bed of stir-fry noodles. I've been asked a lot by people to show them how that I make noodles. I don't think there's anything special to how I make my noodles, but I'll show you anyway. But I think what I top it with is always something a bit different. So today I wanted salmon, full of omega-3s, really good for the kids, and I'm going to show you how to make teriyaki salmon. I think it's a really good way of getting your kids to eat salmon. I followed the 3-2-1 technique, and I'll show you what that is. So let's make a quick teriyaki marinade. My one that I always do is 3-2-1. You can't forget this one. 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Going in with 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. You can use honey as well, it's absolutely fine. I just think maple syrup does give it a better flavour, but that's fine. Just 2 tablespoons of that. So 3, 2, and now we're on the 1, which is the Mirin. If you don't have it, don't worry, it's okay. You can do without it, but I love Mirin as a seasoning. It's a rice wine seasoning. It gives it a sweetness as well. So if you can get them in all the supermarkets, so I would hunt out Mirin. This is all my stock staples: soy sauce, Mirin, miso, oyster sauce, black bean sauce, sesame oil. This is the kind of things I will have in my pantry. And I know some people have mentioned that if you can sort of do a list and things of what I keep in my pantry, I will try my hardest, I promise. Homeschooling is just doing my night in at the moment though. So I will get around to it. So 1 of Mirin. So you see how that was 3-2-1? 3 soy, 2 maple, and 1 Mirin. Mix that together, and already your teriyaki sauce is coming together. Now I like to have a little bit more of flavour, so here we go. My ginger garlic paste, that's always ready in my jar. Look how easy this makes recipes. Let's go in with 1 heaped teaspoon. And just to marinate it, it's always good to have some oil, because I'm not going to add oil to the pan. So I'm just going to add in like a teaspoon of sesame oil. And that's it. I've got homemade teriyaki sauce, which is sweet, salty, and full of flavour, which will glaze my salmon. And when you cook it, will give you that sort of charring that you're familiar with teriyaki. And that's going to be put on my bed of noodles. So here we go. Let's coat your salmon. Salmon or chicken. Look, if you don't eat fish, it's fine. You can substitute for chicken, even tofu. I haven't tried it, I have to admit, with tofu, but I'm sure it will be fine with tofu as well. So there we go. Marinate all of that in your teriyaki. Cover that with cling. I'd say maybe about half an hour. Try and give that some marinating time, and then we'll go on to pan frying it, and we'll go on to stir frying our noodles. The trick is going in with your wok hot. So here we go, my pink wholesome wok. We're going in, it's smoking, and then I go in with the oil. Don't put oil in and then heat it up. That's just not going to work. You're going to burn everything. The trick to the stir fry is layering things. It's very tempting to get all these vegetables and chuck them in. Don't. They cook at different times, and they release moisture at different times. I'm going in with my red peppers and red onions first. There you go, that's sizzle, magic. Exactly what you want. If I put my courgettes and my mushrooms in with my peppers and onions, I'm going to end up with this watery mess. It's not going to be crunchy and fresh. It's going to be watery and soggy, and that's not what I want. I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste. And the final bit is the vegetables I like to keep quite crunchy. I don't want them cooked to death. They cook very, very quickly. Is asparagus, British asparagus. It's just come in season. That's lovely asparagus. And these are Mangetout, and I've just halved them, so you haven't got big pieces. The minute you put the soy sauce in, it's going to bring your temperature down in your wok. When you bring your temperature down, it's going to stop stir frying, and it's going to almost start steaming. You want to be careful when you put your liquid in. Dry fry it as much as you can. There you go. Because now that's going to coat my noodles. Here's my egg noodles, pre-cooked. I did them earlier, and I just put a tiny bit of sesame oil through them so they don't all stick together. Just put them all in. When you put them all in, they're going to need some sort of sauce to and bind them together. I normally would put oyster sauce. I've had a lot of vegetarians say, what is the alternative? I'm going to put in a little bit of black bean sauce today to give you a bit of an alternative. My hands are so oily, I can't even open this. Here, one sec. There we go. I'm going to put in black bean sauce, which will give me a little bit of that sort of oyster sauce texture and depth. A tiny bit of black bean in there. And then we're going to mix it around. And I love to put a little bit of black pepper. And at this stage as well, when I'm mixing it, what I would love is some bean sprouts, but I don't have any in the fridge and I'm not going to go out again. So I've got my noodles done, and so now the last thing I'm going to do is fry off my teriyaki salmon. Chicken or tofu or anything like that would be nice. I tend to do it right at the end because it doesn't take that long and I want it to be piping hot. So just go into a warm pan, a hot pan, sorry, like this. You hear the sizzle? There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And all that marinade, just pour it over as well. It's all going to caramelize with it and make it really delicious. And I'm using my Holston non-stick frying pan for this again. So I can see the white coming up there. Look at my teriyaki sauce. I can see it caramelizing. It's going very brown. This is the stage I want to commit and flick over. Commit, flick over. There you go. Commit, flick over. Commit, flick over. Commit, flick over. There you go. You see that little bit of charring? That's all the sugars in the mirin and the maple syrup. That's what gives you the charring. And if you can see what this pan has done, it looked like there was a lot of liquid before, but it's completely soaked it all up. It's taken it in and sort of sucked it all up, so the salmon is full of flavour. There's nothing left on that pan. It's falling off. Hardly any oil. So that's done. When it's flipped over, it's cooking in the residual heat. It doesn't really need too much longer. So I'm going to switch that heat off. Let it just cook in there with the lid on. And I'll just show you how I'm going to plate up. Okay, going in with my noodles. And then I'll take a big generous helping with all the vegetables. There we go, still really nice and hot. Check it for seasoning at this stage as well, if you feel like it needs some more salt, more pepper, and if you want, put some chili flakes in it as well. We're all eating as a family today, and so I haven't put any chili flakes. I might do it right at the end if I need it, but I don't feel like the teriyaki salmon needs any chili for me personally, but if you want to put some in, please feel free. There you go. There's some noodles, and then you go in with a piece of salmon. And at this stage as well, what I'd love for garnish is that sushi ginger. You know the pickled ginger you get, but I just didn't have any and I'm not going out for it. So, but if you did have that pickled ginger, it would be lovely. So here we go. This is your teriyaki salmon. I'm putting that on there, on top of the noodles. And then to garnish, which gives it the little bit of that restaurant feel, black and white sesame seeds. I'm also going to squeeze over a bit of lime. Any sort of citrus with seafood is just magic, so you need to have some sort of citrus. Just over that salmon, I'm just putting a little bit of lime juice. And only because I have it, this is some Thai basil, because I had it left over from when I made the Thai curry paste. Coriander is normally what I'd reach for. I don't have any coriander. We're in these times where we're making do with whatever we have, so any herbs. So here we go, there's some Thai basil on there. And a pair of chopsticks, and there you go, there's my stir-fry noodles with vegetables and my teriyaki salmon.